Today's assignment, when I'm not here, you're going to try this program called monstermash.zone. I'll have a link in the Google Classroom and you'll be able to open it from there. When you open it, you're going to see this blank template. You can always get a new template here. If you draw something and you don't like it, you can always just click this and it'll erase everything. There's a lot of information here under the help window. There's actually 3 different videos that kind of quickly show you how this works. There's some examples of people's projects here. And if you scroll down, there's an even longer detailed list about how to work with some of the tools so that you can work with them more effectively and how to redraw and so forth. This program makes OBJ files or object files, and you normally need a 3D rendering program in order to play it or export it like a movie. So I'm going to give us a workaround on how to do that. So anyway, don't forget that there's a lot of tutorials and kind of help by clicking the help key. You're going to start out by drawing, and I'm going to draw a shape, just any shape. And maybe that kind of looks like a person or not. If this is my person, I kind of want to create arms and legs or something to move. It could be wings, it could be anything actually. I'm going to draw them as part of the body so that it will actually come off the body. This is a completed shape, so I'm going to draw this as kind of a half shape. So I'm going to put the arm here and I'm going to kind of come out here and make some sort of a hand coming to the shoulder, and I'm going to do the same thing here, maybe with the leg, give it a little bend, and then a foot, and here's the leg. Now the next part is going to be inflate. But if you want to have, or if I want to have 2 arms and 2 legs, I have to make sure to select those so that they are red. So anything that you want to have 2 of, make sure you double click and make those red. Next, we're going to go to inflate. And I'm going to kind of pull my cursor away, and so that it looks more spread. There we go. In order to rotate this character, I'm going to push down on my scroll wheel on my mouse, and I can rotate, and I can kind of click and rotate this character any way that I want. If I want to move him up a little bit or her up, I'm going to hold down the scroll wheel, hold the shift key, and I can pan or move him across the screen here. So I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm going to leave it tilted just a little bit so that I can actually see this pretty well. It's got a rendering feature, so it can kind of show you the way it would look. All right, now I'm going to click animate. Again, I can rotate this. You know, it defaults to the side, but you can always rotate it to look at things and see things a little bit better. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add some anchor points. When you click animate and you click a point on your character, it will leave a dot. So I'm going to do that on the parts that I want to move. I'm also going to put a little dot up here on the hip. So now I can move this character. When I click this, I can move the objects. Now you can see maybe I should add, actually on this, maybe I should add another pivot here, and maybe this will pivot better. Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Maybe I should also do that on the other side too. It may affect both of them, I'm not sure. Maybe it will. Okay, if you want to get rid of a pivot, you can double click or just click it and then click the delete key, and that will remove the pivot or pin. Now we're going to start recording. To do this, we're going to click this button, the record button, and we're going to move the foot in a motion and then come back to the top. And you see how it moves the foot into a motion, and it keeps recording until we click the pause button. Now I want to move the other foot, so I'm going to select that. Actually, I'm going to move that here, and I'm going to click record. And now I'm going to move that button, and I'm going to bring that back. Okay. And here we can see it's making a circle. I'm going to do the same thing for the hand. I'm going to kind of like, whoops, see, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so if I don't like that, I can select it and delete it. And try again. And I think I'm going to have it move like that. And I'm going to also do the other hand, and maybe I'll have better selection or better time with that. Okay, so here we go. We can see the paths that it's following, and I'm going to press play. So it just kind of looks a little funny for sure, and you can look at it from all different vantage points. Okay, so once you get this going, like I said, you can only export it as an OBJ file, and we don't have any programs right now that will run that. So what we're going to do instead, and what I'm going to have you upload to the Google Classroom, is a screencast video of this, and I'll show you that in the next video.